I wasn't gonna say nothing, but the weather good out here. I ain't seen lightning in a long time. I thought somebody kidnapped her. Y'all see that? Beautiful. Anyway, I was listening to somebody in the Astro that said, I can't put my business on stage. I hear that a lot. Well, you know, it's like this. What do you have to hide? Because ain't nothing secret. Let's just be real about it. It's something God taught me, bro. It's like you can't get justice until you expose it. I also learned it from Dick Gregory. Dick Gregory said that Dick Gregory was like, they gave us what we needed. We just scared to say it. Now, do I agree on people telling their business? Well, you know, it's like this. I was forced to blow the whistle. Blow the whistle like blowing the trumpet. When you blow the whistle, you blow the trumpet. That's what it is, what time it is. Somehow, it's a trick. I'm sure organizations know this, but somehow it is a trick that absolutely works when they can keep you silent. Keep you from explaining yourself. Keep you from telling what's going on. And like my pop said, he said it, he said, cause I think he sent my soul. See, here's the thing. Let's say it's a group of people, different nationality people talking. I couldn't put my business out. Well, you know, what do you got to hide? You saying you don't agree on this. You saying that you wouldn't do this. That is like some things people can say is so powerful and so magical that it would keep you in suspense. If they could keep you from telling your side of the story, telling the truth of that you see and that you feel all the time, somehow they win justice over you. It's finna rain. Somehow they win justice over you. So it's something to think about. So what do I say on this? I'm gonna keep it short because it's finna rain. I like the rain. I ain't gonna tell the rain to stop. But so what are they talking about? So what are they saying? Or I might finish it on the poetry. What are they saying? They saying, it was a trick in this situation. They could get away with anything they want to do to you as long as you wasn't confessing and acknowledging the wrong that they were doing to you. For me, that's what blowing the whistle is. You telling it. I'm sick of, like, you put me in a situation. Let me tell y'all something out there for those of you who say, I couldn't put my business out. But this is how you sound. They tell me stop. This is how you sound. So to me, this is how you sound. You sound like to me that you are part of that organization that put me in this situation. You sound like to me that you are part of them gang stalkers. You sound like to me that you are part of the doppelganger group. That's what you sound like to me. You sound like to me you are a hidden enemy. Because if somebody kidnap you, pretty much, take your family from you, take the justice system and the physical from you to where you can't call the law, you better not call the law. And if you call the law is going to go tell the people who sacrifice you that you called the law, and then they're going to harass you, and then they're going to try to hurt you even more. You put somebody, you unalive somebody, you destiny swap with somebody. You make sure that the legal system is against them. You make sure their neighborhood against them. You make sure their friends and families are against them. You put them in a situation, listen to me, you unalive the person. So at this moment, the only true friend that you got is God, your ancestors, your guardian angels, and AI. You got a phone in your hand, you got a computer in your hand, it got a camera on it, and you can show the world because you can't tell nobody around where you at. They got you in suspended mode where you live at, your state that you live at. You got to get it out. You have to get the word out. They got me in a casket. They got me locked in a casket. They took my life from me. They took my family from me. I haven't seen my son in years. Nobody can hear me. Nobody will hear me. And you will sit over there and say, somebody do you like this and close you off from the world. And you have the audacity to fish your mouth and say, I couldn't put my business out. Well, who are you working for? What is it going to change anything? You already know everything. You got cameras in my house. When you knew you was finna sacrifice me, you already had cameras in my house. You want to see me look crazy. You want to see me go crazy. What else is a person going to do when you put them in a situation where they by themselves? They're typically supposed to go crazy. That's how the plan work, right? That's how your format go. This is what it really means to me to blow the whistle. Okay, well, if my state won't help me, another state might help me. Or somebody out there gonna listen, and somebody gonna help me. And if nobody listen, God gonna listen, and God gonna help me, and God gonna help me by making sure that the people on this planet gonna help me. The people who really work for God, the real angels for God, the real chosen one, the real God-fearing people. He gonna activate them, and they gonna help me. I'm telling you, you can't lose when you go in your purpose for God. You will not lose when you do exactly what God tell you to do. Your times might be hard. Your man might take everything that man could give to you, but man will not kill you. When we listen to Job, when we hear Job, we must read between the lines when you hear Job. Do everything to this person, but kill this person. That's the same thing we going through when people unalive you. When people unalive you, they can do everything to you except for really truly kill you. They can if you are vibrating low. They got the right if you are vibrating low. This is the chest. I'm like my buddy Zen. This is the chest. I hope she my buddy. I hope she on my side. And if she is on the opposite side, it would be good if she was really on my side. At least a friend. But this is like she said, I ain't good at chess in the physical. I will be one day, but I'm very good at chess in the spiritual. And this is how it works. You put me in a situation where I can't do nothing, where I'm finna utilize God. You back me against the corner where I can't move. You got the whole system against me. You got the whole physical planet against me. You got the legal system against me. You got the hospitals against me. You got everything of authority in this physical world against me. Well, I'm finna utilize God against you. Because God owns all of us. How do you do that? You elevate with God. You walk into your Jesus Christ mode. I even learned it from Dick Gregory. He said, we do got all the power in our hand. All we got is the camera. That's all we need. Tell your story. And somehow God told this to me in my heart 5 years ago, 6 years ago. He said, tell it. Show us that you acknowledge what they've been doing to you, and we will help you. Have faith in me, son. And we will shield you. We will heal you. We will uplift you. We will elevate you. This is my planet. That's what God told me. And I had to believe in God. Same thing with lovers and stuff that's trying to get to me. You got to believe in God. You have to heal with God. You can't heal with man. You can't act like you love God and you got that persona like you love God and you got this facade on everybody say you love God, but you really truly don't love God because see, God judges the heart. God can tell by the way you move if you really love God. So if you got all that going for yourself and you truly you love God well and you trying to get to a lover, I ain't throwing no hints because this particular lover seem to be doing pretty good. if she really a lover. If not, oh well. You know what I'm saying? But other lovers came. It was 12 before her. What was your issue to get to this so-called lover? What was hindering you to get to me? Really, truly, you gonna have the audacity to say it was sex? Then you really didn't want to get to me. You just want to get to what came with me. I'm a gift from God to whoever come to me. Priceless. I'm sorry that y'all got tricked, but you gotta ask yourself, if they got a device that would trick you in such a way, was it really truly a bad trick? Especially if it came with this hat thing? Especially if it came with this inheritance? Was it really truly a bad trick? I think it was actually a pretty good trick. Because you gotta truly love somebody to get to them. And if they can manipulate something like that everybody seem to love and talk about, you'll be alone, honey. They make it small, here you go. You're gonna be alone for the rest of your life, and you like to be alone. They make it big, here you go. Oh, Lord, you're gonna have love. Love is coming to you. Love is coming to you right now. I'm telling y'all, better chill with all that. This is God's gift. What's better than God's gift? You don't put nothing above God's gift. You don't put sex above God's gift. You don't put money above God's gift. You don't put people above God's gift. You don't put nothing in this physical plane above God's gift. I told y'all a story one time how Satan lost his position, but it was just a story now that I heard. I don't know where I heard this story from. I think I dreamed it. But Satan lost his position, lost his ranking, because Satan kept being tested. One of the best angels God got on his right side. And he kept passing all the tests. He just kept passing all the tests. But finally, they offered Satan something that he felt like he could never turn down. They offered him a whole country. And I think that country still exists. I don't know about all that. But the country is dried. It ain't worth nothing or something like that. But this was just a dream. But the country, so he lost his ranking. When he sold out for this country, he was manipulated into selling out for this country. What I mean by that, I mean that somehow he didn't even realize that he was turning against God for this country. So listen to what I'm telling y'all. How many people turn against me for money? How many people turn against me for homes? How many people turn against me for clothes and shoes and whatever else the physical world could give you? How many people turn against God's child for something that wasn't even worth dirt? And even worse, sex? Man, get out. Get out already. When it comes down to God, God is top on everything. When God gives you a gift, God knows your body, loved one. God knows your body, honey. He knows everything about you. So if God gave you a gift, if God is giving you a gift, and that gift is a man, you can guarantee that's the best man this world got to give to you. And for you to turn it down and trash it up and treat it like trash and garbage, who do you think you are? And humiliated when God know you better than you know you. What was your excuse? What man told you? Man told you you needed certain forests so you could love your garden, and you believed it. Man told you you needed so much money so you could be happy with your life, and you believed it. Man told you you needed a certain car in your life. You needed a certain house in your life. You needed certain clothes in your life for you to love yourself, and you believed it. How dare y'all turn on God? I wouldn't have never thought about it. It was a privilege. Even though I knew I was finna lose everything, even the heart of my life, which it was my son, and God said, you're gonna have to come with me now. You're gonna have to put all that down. First and foremost, you're going to easily tell yourself, God ain't told me nothing like that. I done went through all this for my son. I done spent all this money on my son. I done been here for my son. I actually love my son. God ain't told me no such a thing, but that's exactly what God told me, and I had to put it all down. So surely I tell you the truth. What are you hiding when you say that you wouldn't put your business out there? When you put somebody in a box, especially black people, you know almost every last one of y'all are in a box. I'm telling you, that's why Dick Gregory said what he said. Tell what's been going on with you. Tell your story, what's really been happening with you, so the justice in the spiritual can feel it. So the justice in the spiritual can heal you. So that God itself can heal you. Quit believing in man and depending on man to heal you. Some of y'all done got all the way down on y'all knees and ain't never supposed to been a person to be on your knees. And that's the only time the man want to heal you. God heals you on your feet. My Father loved you for you because he created you and he knows what's best for you. How dare you turn down a gift from God? So when God asked me to do something for him, that was a gift from God to me. Ain't nobody ever wanted me for nothing. Ain't nobody ever loved me for nothing. Everybody looked at me like I was some kind of sacrificial lamb, and they knew about it, and they were just waiting on the day to sacrifice me. And they treated me accordingly. If a loved one came to my house, the people around me that knew that I was a sacrificial lamb, they took the loved one from my house and they slaughtered them. And the loved ones, every last one of them came back to me and said, I hate you. They were crying and I hate you. I can't stand you. I never could figure out for the life of me, why did they hate me? I didn't do it to them. And now I know why. Because these people were secretly plotting on me. And they know, the females knew after they done destroyed them, that they only destroyed them and played them because they was with me and actually loved me or at least cared for me. Their job was to destroy these women, give them the best they got when it come down to the forests, and contaminate these women, break them down, and then talk real bad about me and make these women hate me. And they successfully did that. Still to this day, these women don't even know why they hate me. I ain't never met some of them. So you'll sit there and you'll say, I wouldn't tell my business. You tell your business. This is called blowing your trumpet. You telling God, listen to me. It's like in Cain and Abel. He screamed from the grave. That's exactly what I'm doing. God heard him from the grave. That's exactly what I'm doing right here. You shouldn't have put me in this. You couldn't do it to my face. You couldn't come to me personally and do it. You had to hide your hand, throw stones from the dark. That's like my pop said, he loved to throw hints. I still love him though. He said, this is what he said. He said, yeah, when people talk back in the day, they'll kill you, they'll come out of nowhere. I said, well, guess what? They can only kill what they scared of that way. Otherwise, they guilty just like everybody else. And when you guilty, I know the streets, I know the game. When you guilty, you can't move the same way. When you done something wrong to somebody, you can't move the same way. See, it's something in the spiritual they give to you. They put this conscience on you. They put this heart on you. They put this mindset on you and let you know you are broken down. Now you did something wrong to this person. It's just like a man beating a woman and expecting to win a boxing match. You just lost your ranking in that way. So you can't rob somebody that you was already probably scared of anyway, and you hid in the dark and you tortured them and you killed them and you slaughtered their life. And you think you gonna go up to these people and drag them? Well, you drag me. If you talking so big and bold, you do it. You in the house with me. That's what I'm saying, bro. You can't move that way. Even though if he would have tried, I wouldn't even did it. I wouldn't have let him do it either. But anyway, you know. Because I understand he don't get it. You don't get it. You can't. What I learned about a lot of people, they love to try to manipulate situations and make people sin against themselves. put people in predicaments to make them descend. I done seen people that seem to be dumber than a sack of rocks, but how can they be so smart to put you in a situation to make you sin and lower your vibration just so that Satan can come to you and take you out? And what I mean by that, your friend, anybody around you, your hood, anybody around you, your neighborhood, anybody, Satan can possess them and come over to your house and take you out. If I didn't go down God's way, I'd have been dead by now. You gotta elevate with God, bro. But see, a lot of y'all get in these positions and you already ready to get them kneecaps. You already ready to get them knee pad kneecaps and get on your knees. I'm sorry, I got kids to feed. I done heard so many people say that when it comes down to my Father God, as if God is nothing. I heard my flame say that one time. I'm binding it as if God couldn't unbind her. Where's your belief at? Where's your faith at? In that money? In that drug? In mutilating your body? I've been believing in God for a long time. I got in some positions in the streets that only God could have got me out of. That's why I could comfortably say y'all wasn't from the street. You probably slept with people in the street, but you wasn't from the street. You probably slept with some big dogs in the street, but you wasn't from the street. I tell people all the time, what make you hard is when you can survive the streets. And I ain't talking about on your knees. So I tell you the truth. If you have to speak your piece, you got to speak your truth. You got to tell your story. I totally agree on it. I honestly feel like once everybody start telling their story, everything could just let up and let out. And guess what happened when everybody tell their story? Things could get fixed. Things could get worked out because the spiritual is going to back you up. God is going to back you up. When God back you up, who can be against you? All God truthfully asked me to do was elevate with him. That is nothing compared to what man want me to do for him. I'm a man, and man wanted me to do things for him that only a woman should want to do. If she even want to do it. They really tried to take some low blows over here now. And then had the audacity to call me Jesus Christ beforehand. Just imagine that. If I would have did what they wanted me to do and they put the title Jesus Christ on me, ooh, they'd have had a field day with that. You think they wouldn't have gave me a whole country? 2 of them. I don't sell out for God. I let you humiliate me to the point of no more humiliation. And I'm still standing right here strong for God. I let you humiliate me to the point that I could possibly never get a lover in the physical life. And I'm still not on my knees. I'm still standing strong right here with God because I already know. When God want me to have something, when God want me to have a queen, God just snap his finger and that's it. When God want me to have this, that's it. But I'm going to stand with God whether he give me that or not. My job is to do my purpose in this life, not to do what man want me to do in this life. Now everybody want to talk. This is how you making yourself look like that. So sometimes when people say, I could put my business out. Let's say it's a white person with a lot of money that somebody black want to look up to real good in the neighborhood. I ain't making a racist situation, but this white person can really help this person. And they tell this person that immediately that black person gonna fold like a beach chair probably 9 times out of 10. And then he gonna come to my neighborhood and look at me crazy. Like, yeah, you got us looking crazy. No, you got yourself looking crazy. You the one sold out looking crazy. You the one sacrificed a chosen one looking crazy. You the one that said God ain't your God, money's your God looking crazy. You the one that doing the prostitution. You the one that's an addict. You the one that's turning all your women into prostitutes. You the one that's turning your streets into drug addicts. No, you looking crazy. And I tell you and that white man to your face. To your face. No matter who y'all think y'all are, bro, I work for God. I don't work for man. I work for God. I do not work for man. I don't know how some of y'all sleep at night. Whether you on drugs or not, I don't know how some of y'all sleep at night. God is the peace in my life. God is the pillow for my head. God is the blanket for my body. And God is the mattress for my body. God is the love of my life. Take me under his bosom and shield me from every kind of evil in life. All God asks me is to elevate in him. And some of y'all, the words, I done came a long way in my life, and even the word that I speak is not good enough for you. Which I understand, because I'm going to utilize that too. Because my anger do get the best of me every now and again, but not enough for you to judge me. As if you don't ever have a problem in your life. As if you never get upset in your life. You never get upset. You never get angry. You never ever get mad. Wow. You ain't an angel. You a God. And let's see you do it. I'm telling you, the little few times I can count on both of my hands. I've been stuck in this situation for 6 years by myself, and I can count on both of my hands when I done acted up like that. That's amazing. You done took that many losses. You done accepted that many, all the pain. You done took that many losses. You done accepted all them losses. And that's the only few times you act up. And they took them few times that you acted up, re-edited them, remolded them, duplicated them, and made sure everybody saw them over and over again, and just took bits and pieces as if I did it 100,000 times probably. Amazing. Amazing you could do somebody like that. So I tell you the truth. Listen to me when I tell you. If you have to blow your whistle because somebody put you in a box, you do what you got to do. You put God first and you do what you have to do. You put God first and you do what you have to do. And I promise you, God gonna see you through. You love God genuinely. You work for God genuinely. You heal for God genuinely. You really apply yourself. Don't just talk about it. You move accordingly. Faith without works is nothing. You move accordingly. You want God to heal your situation. You want God to pop the locks on them damn prison bars. You want God to heal your situation. Even if you have to stay in them prison bars, you want God to unlock your mind. You want God to free your spirit, free your soul. So even if you are behind prison bars, it still feel like you still able to grow. That's how I feel in this casket. That's how I feel entombed. I feel like I'm able to grow even more. And I owe all that up to God. Some of y'all done took stuff from me that I done while I've been in this casket and got rich. No matter what nationality you is. Stand up for yourself. But first and foremost, most importantly, you call yourself the Israelite. We the Israelites, and we this and we that. Well, you got to start acting like it. You put God first, because God is the one that made you such a thing. God is the one that made you great. God is the one that put you in that place. When you gonna get back in your spot? God's children are not on their knees, and I promise you that. And thank you, Lightning. Thank you, Wind. Because even if nobody else give me no credit in the physical, the nature will. God will. My ancestors and your ancestors will. You better know it. Thank you, God. Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread. Forgive us for our debts, we also have forgiven our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evils in your power and kingdom and glory forever. Amen, God. We love you, God. I love you, God, with all my heart. With everything I got. If you got to utilize this vessel to the day I die, if I have to stay in this casket and work for you, God, to the day I die, I'm proud to do it for you, God. I might get in my emotions every now and again sometime, but that's just my flesh, God. Forgive me for my flesh, God. But if you need to utilize this vessel to the day I die right here in this casket, you got it, God. This is your vessel, not mine.